A child needs his mother. We've all heard this before, right?
Yes.
What about the father? Why is there a prejudice towards the father when the father is just as capable as the mother? I know statistics show the father don't typically hang around when the relationship between the parents goes sour. That doesn't say much of the relationship between the child and the mother because we all know that every mother and every father is different. Um, I am a single father who is financially stable and of sound mind to take care of 2 kids. In a house divided, I believe that the children are better off with the more ethical and more responsible parents. Before I get into my opinion on the topic, allow me to share some statistics with you. These are the statistics on how much money it takes nowadays to raise a child. According to an article properly titled, "What Does It Cost to Raise a Child in America in 2020?" It takes an annual income for a middle class married couple between $59,200 and $107,400. That is not the statistic that personally affects me, especially since I'm the one giving the speech. The same article provides a more relatable stat which says low-income single parents spend $172,200 to raise a child from birth until age 17. One last outstanding stat from this article says the annual cost for lower-income single caregiver per child is less than $59,200 before taxes. This is the price tag for the love of a child, and they have the nerve to give you attitude when it's time to throw out the trash. With that being said, I believe since I make more money, according to the court order, that should entitle me to better manage the kids' welfare. Besides the court order and my personal opinion, there is a support quote from Gretchen Livingston's article, "The Rise of Single Fathers," and it says, "Single fathers on average have an higher income than single mothers and are far less likely to be living at or below the poverty line." To support that stat, there is an article written by Wiley Blackwell entitled, "Do Children Need Both a Mother and a Father?" And it says about a divided household, 2 parents are, on average, better than one, but one really good parent is better than 2 not so good ones. Now that the numbers have been thoroughly discussed, why fathers are the financial basis for child development, I like to express the benefits of having a father, single or married, in a child's life. Fathers provide a strong role model to guide children to become proficient adults. In my case, my children are with me majority of the year. I would like to say 75% or more of the year. In order for kids to have values, they need structure. According to an article by Ministry of Education Guyana titled "How to Be a Good Parent," it says, "Your children are the keenest observers of everything you do and say. Your personal example will have an enormous impact on how your child behaves. Strive to be your best self and be someone your child can emulate." This is my standard when raising my kids. I make sure to make it quality time to have fun and instill my beliefs in them. With this, I think it is safe to say my kids appreciate me sticking around in their life. I wouldn't have things any differently because I know they need a father figure as they grow up. According to the article from Children's Bureau website, "A Father's Impact on Child Development," it states, "Father involvement using authoritative parenting, loving and with clear boundaries and expectations leads to a better emotional, academic, social, and behavior outcomes for children. Being involved in children's lives is necessary for both parents, especially the father. Listening and communicating with the children shows how much you care. When you open your ear to them, they open up their heart for change and impact." On a personal level, as a child, I did not have a strong role model. With that experience, I need to be my kids' role model. I need to guide them in the right direction. In the same study from the Children's Bureau, it also says, children who feel closeness to the father are twice as likely as those who do not to enter college or to find stable employment after high school, 75% less likely to have a teen birth, 80% less likely to spend time in jail, and half as likely to experience multiple depression symptoms. As I mentioned, I didn't have a strong father figure in my life. Don't get me wrong, I did have a father in my life, except that he wasn't there. He was there, but he wasn't there. He was there in body, but not in spirit or emotion. Not that many fathers can grasp that impactful moment when they check out. The article, A Father's Impact on Child Development, puts it best when it says, fathers occupy a critical role in child development. Father absence hinders development from early infancy through childhood and into adulthood. The psychological harm of father absence experienced during childhood persists throughout the life course. So I apologize, I got a little dark there. Anyway, carrying on, I believe children are better off with a responsible parent, the father. As the father, I am engaged in the children's learning and growing. Fathers can encourage growth in maturity. According to the Ministry of Education Guyana article, How to Be a Good Parent, the key to effective discipline is to have clear rules and boundaries in place for your child and to be consistent about enacting consequences. This is a clear-cut quality of a strong father, as fathers are typically viewed as a disciplinary one in the household. I get involved with the children's activities. I volunteer as a head coach for their youth sports. It is fun to coach a team, but more importantly, it displays great leadership qualities to all kids that I impact through coaching. As a coach and parent, the article by Little League and Little League International explained that for the adult serving as a head coach or assistant, teaching is always a constant, as is exercising effective communication and problem-solving skills. And with that being said, I am always trying to be the best real example of how to live in this also-real world. As I was growing up, I learned that the best examples are people who struggled through their own trials and tribulations. In other words, they know what they were saying because they experienced it firsthand. In my kids' life, I am that example for them. I am currently enrolled in college courses to better my life and ultimately their life. With this step in my life, I am showing them that it is never too late to study and to learn. With learning, Alvin Morgan says in his article, Benefits of Learning New Skills, learning keeps your mind engaged and body active. It helps you to get new and knowledge-based perspectives in the world around you and keeps your neural pathways active. To summarize what I've been saying, a father's participation in a child's life is necessary for healthy growth in several aspects of life. A co-parenting household is best for children. If that is unachievable because of unreconcilable differences, the children should stay with the more responsible and structurally sound parents. According to the statistics and facts provided, that parent is the father. The father can take care of the child's needs with school, social activities, and life lessons. So next time when Father's Day comes around, don't be like school districts and completely skip it. Give that guy a coffee mug, a tie, or one big bowl full of jelly hug. Thank you.